Miko? Hey buddy, come here. You haven't... Oh, hi Cher. You haven't been in a video in so long. Do you miss it? Oh, you're just doing your Pilates, aren't you? Hi! Hi! Oh my god, don't fall off the chair, please. Look who's here! Hi! Hi! Girls. No. I think today is enough crazy and color to last almost a month's worth of videos that I've been lacking in the color department. Like, wow. I miss being this colorful, honestly. I'm debating on whether or not I want to film like this, though, with my hood going on. If I'm doing a childlike video, I may as well look like I'm having fun, right? This is gonna be a great start. Something about Alex, she doesn't exactly fix her hair before she starts filming. I don't know why, but I definitely know that she's been speaking in third person for about a month now. So yeah, you're welcome. Today's video is gonna be really fun. I've been looking forward to filming something like this for a long while, and now I actually get to do it, and I'm super excited to do it. Today's video is about things that I thought and or learned as a child. I really hope it's part one, and I'm gonna come up with like almost a trilogy or even more things that I learned as a kid. I'm already weird as fuck as an adult, but I own up to it. And I think one of the reasons that I'm weird now as an adult is because I do things that a child would do, just like getting excited over little things. And it's because from the background that I grew up in, I didn't exactly have the chance to be an actual child. I kind of had a lot of responsibility even as a youngster. And now I do things that I didn't get to do when I was a kid. When I was reflecting on just being a kid and what I thought, what I didn't know, I kind of thought, wow, like I was a deprived little being. I mean, no kid knows everything, but still, there were a lot of like really stupid little things that I thought were like how the world worked, and it's not, honestly. It's not. I really didn't know a lot about the world, so I'm gonna share some of those things with you guys today, and hopefully you'll find them as hilarious as I have when I was reflecting. When I was trying to find ideas for this video, I was reflecting with my mom. Turns out that I've been like a weird child my entire life. Doesn't even have to do with my age, I've just been weird. So I don't really know what order I'm gonna put these in. There's not really a set of categories of things that I learned. Whether they were like sexual or relational or just plain stupid, they're just all scattered in my head, and I'm gonna do my best to like make sure that they stay somewhat organized. Did you see what he just did to the camera? That was hilarious. Something I thought when I was a kid, white wine like doesn't exist, because whenever I had dinner with my parents, they only drank red wine. I never put two and two together that the green grapes were gonna make like a more pale colored wine. I was like, oh my gosh, because there are white grapes! Or they're green grapes. Yeah, green grapes make white wine and red grapes make red wine. I think that like the grapes were just kind of mixed together and those made wine. Something else I thought when I was a child, this is like actually full on like sad. I thought that you were an adult when you're tall. All my life, everyone was just bigger than me. When I was born, I was like under average weight, baby. I think I was like 2.5 weeks late past my due date, and I was like 6 pounds, 14 ounces, and that was like not normal. Because everyone on my father's side is tall and everyone on my mom's side is like average-ish, if not more. What the fuck happened? I'm 5'3" on a good day. I like thought back to, when did I ever have a growth spurt? Never! There was never a time in my life that I just grew an insane amount in a short amount of time. So I'm under average height, apparently I'm under average weight, and that just, you know, annoys the crap out of me because that was like a really big restraint that I had. So when I was a kid, because everybody around me was just taller than me and bigger than me. I was like, you must be grown up when you're tall. When I was like 5'3" and still expecting to like grow more, 18 I'm 5'3", I'm 19 I'm 5'3", I'm almost 20 I'm 5'3". Is something gonna happen? Am I gonna like have a little light of sunshine come through the clouds like the Lion King and be like, you're the chosen one. You will be 5'11". That hasn't happened yet, and I'm kind of hoping that it's going to. That'd be like a real scene, honestly. A ray of sunshine like coming through a cloud onto me, like that would make planes go by and ruin the moment. So something else I thought when I was a kid, kissing brings danger. I was like so terrified of kissing when I was from like the 4th grade to the 7th grade, which is really bad because most of the time between 4th and 7th grade you were learning about family life education, and a lot of times my classmates actually like talked about kissing and inappropriate words like in the cafeteria. And I like kept all this fear to myself, granted, but oh, personal story, when I was in the 7th grade, I had like my first like official boyfriend. Like we're in a relationship, we're together, like we own each other kind of thing. It's still the 7th grade, okay? It doesn't entirely count. There's this one day that we were like all hanging out with each other. Zach and Caitlin and Patty, and my boyfriend's name was Jake. I was about to go to class and my friend Zach was like, hey Jake, kiss Alex goodbye. And I was like so petrified. My eyes got all wide and I just was like, maybe some other time. And I just ran. I ran for math class. I had never been so excited to go to math class ever. That's just something I thought when I was a kid. I thought that like when you kissed someone, you were gonna be like the next target for some kind of like Dr. Draken scheme, because I was watching Kim Possible so much when I was in the 7th grade. This video is so heartwarming to me. Moving on to some things that I thought in relation to money. As a child, I didn't think that it actually cost money to go to the hospital. It just didn't make sense in my head that I had to pay money because I was like injured or sick. I really hated that when I found out about all the medical bills that come from needing to go to the hospital. I thought that it made sense that a hospital would like donate its time to make sure that you were better. I didn't think it was right for a hospital to charge you apparently thousands of dollars for something that's like really, really important to your health and can frankly sometimes go wrong. Sometimes the surgeries that we pay a lot of money for have possibilities to go wrong, and that's like more money that we have to pay. So when I was a kid and I was hearing about like all these like surgeries or medical bills, I thought, first of all, that doesn't even make sense because hospitals don't cost money. I didn't think that you had to pay money to go to a hospital. I just didn't think that made sense. Being a doctor, in my eyes, is like a very, very caring practice because you're spending a lot of time to make sure that other people feel good, literally. I just didn't think it made sense to charge people like thousands of dollars to feel good when they could just like get an airborne at the CVS pharmacy for like maybe what, $7.95? Because that seemed to be like the go-to solution for my mother in our house. This is actually kind of hilarious. When I was a child, I only went out to one restaurant the entire 5 years that I lived with my single father. The first time that I actually went to another restaurant other than that one was when like I visited my current town. When I came here to Ohio to visit my family, there were restaurants everywhere that I had like never heard of. I had never heard of Chick-fil-A. I had no idea what Chipotle was. I had never heard of like Skyline Chili. I barely knew what McDonald's was because I only went to one restaurant back in Virginia where I live. It was a place called Pomodoro's Pizza. It was like a family-based place where like the owners like really got to know us. We didn't get discounts or free food, but that was just the only place we ever ate. And when I would like come here to visit, I'm like, what are all these places? Because I only ate at that one Italian place, Pomodoro's. When I found out like all the really great ingredients that exist and other ethnicities of food, I'm like, wow, there's like a world of food out there, and I only knew about one of them, carbs. And then the last two things that I want to share are like very 0 to 100 in weirdness, like really quick. Serious thing that I was taught as a kid is simply this: what do you care what other people think? That like drove me crazy for a long time in my life, because I kind of thought that the way to make a relationship work, no matter who it's with, is by pleasing them and making sure that you meet their every need. And as I've grown into an adult, I found that is not the way to live your life. You don't find perfection in everybody, or anybody, really. You're not gonna meet someone's every need every single time that you come in contact with them. But yeah, one of the greatest things I was ever taught when I was a kid was, what do you care what other people think? Because I didn't really take it seriously until I was actually aware of the character that I possess and what I show to other people, about how having a good time, just being yourself, is the greatest thing you can do to build your confidence as a person. It's probably the greatest lesson that I was taught as a child. Alex doesn't care what people think of her. She listens and she wants to contribute and she wants to make the world a better place, but she doesn't care about what you think of her. I'm gonna stop speaking in third person. I'm really glad that I'm like that. I can live out my days and be okay with what comes out at the end of the day, because I know that tomorrow's gonna be just the same, but a whole new beginning. I love that. And then, oh my god, I can't believe I'm about to share this story. This is like the 100 of weirdness that is Alex I could ever share on the internet. When I was in the 2nd grade, I was learning about photosynthesis. And the way that it was described to me was that the sun provides energy to the plants and the plants provide energy to us. So what it sounded like, when we give off the carbon dioxide, the plants take up that carbon dioxide, gain their mass, and they give us oxygen. And I took that so seriously when I was a child that the summers that I lived in Virginia, every time I saw some kind of organism on the ground, like when I was walking to the park, to the pool, to the friend's house that I may or may not have actually had friends, I would pick up those organisms and I would put them in the grass, because I thought that photosynthesis was going to take over and the organisms were going to come back to life. And I did this a lot with worms, actually. I did it with worms more than anything because I discovered that I loved fishing in like the 3rd or 4th grade. I wanted to save the world of organisms that were, I guess that was like my practice for taking care of things that were just smaller than me, because when I was a kid there were not many things that were smaller than me. So yeah, I would pick up these like fried worms off the sidewalk when it was like blazing hot in the summer, and I would just put them in the grass. No one ever questioned it. No one really cared about what I was doing. I don't know, something. No one actually noticed that I was doing this. And then this is like part 2 of the story. I was on a walk with my mom my junior year of high school. We were just talking about things. We were just taking our dog for a stroll, and there was a worm on the ground. I picked it up and I put it in the grass. My mom didn't notice that I had done this, but she noticed that I wasn't exactly next to her, and she turned back and said to me, "Alex, why did you put that worm in the grass?" And I, with like so much pride, responded, "Oh, see, when I put the worm in the grass, photosynthesis is gonna make it come back to life." Oh my god, my mom looked at me like this. What? And that's when Alex's childlike mentality kind of broke down. I was like, oh my god. And my mom's like, Alex, why are you crying? I was crying in the middle of my neighborhood because I realized how stupid I sounded. My entire life was like all a lie. Like I thought I was saving lives when I was a kid. I wasn't, and that just like broke me down, but I was in my junior year of high school and that was just so weird to my mom and she just couldn't believe that. Okay, all in all from that story, the bottom line is that when I was a kid, I thought that photosynthesis makes you come back to life just by being Dr. Frankenstein in my own head. Alex is a weird child. Okay, this was the most fun video that I have posted in so long. I'm so glad I could just laugh at like all the things that my head thinks about. So I want to end the video wearing this. So something really cool about this jacket, it's got like a really furry interior, but when it's really cold outside, you put up the thing like this and it looks like monster teeth. Isn't that awesome? Imagine like me walking down the street like looking all mystical like this and then you realize that these are monster teeth. Alex finds a lot of happiness in her clothing too. Wow, I look like I'm ready to like hit the slopes. I am so packed in this coat. Those are the things that I thought and or learned as a child. I hope you enjoyed this week's video and maybe it gave you like something to laugh about, smile about, like wow, I'm not the only weird one in the world. Or for some really fucked up reason you thought these things too, and you can like go ahead and comment down below and be like, hey Alex, I thought those things too, and I'll be like, wow, we should like form a club. All two of us in the Weird Ones Club. I will put my links for my social media accounts in the description below because I've been having so much fun on Instagram lately. You guys should totally check out my Instagram. I've been posting a bunch of videos of like this game that I play with my family and my friends. It's called Heads Up. It's by The Ellen Show. You have to get the person to guess like whatever the thing says on your phone. And when you get it right, you like swipe it down. When you don't get it right, you just pass it back. And then you're able to like save the live video of like whatever the round you played with your friends. And I actually have been posting a lot of those on my Instagram account lately. I also can't really tell what my hair color is anymore. My roots look like this, but then my ends are kind of lighter and my hair color changes every day. And it's a new adventure every morning. I have no idea what that was. I really hope you guys liked this week's video because I really had a lot of fun filming it and I'm really glad that I got a chance to actually like get all these thoughts together. And in the meantime, I will see you later. I'm wearing like really stretchy pants right now and I just want to be like, bye Felicia. Weird. Huh, that'll work. Bye! Oh my god! I went back too far. Okay, bye!